22 riders in the gate. It's time to take a look at the future, where the sport is now and where it's headed.
Well, a key to tonight's win is going to be grabbing that Nuclear Cowboys Whole Shot Award. Villapoto got it 2 weeks ago. Matt Moss 1 week ago. Who will get it tonight?
It could be anybody. Look how narrow that start is.
It gets narrow quickly.
That's right.
The countdown is done. 2 winners in 2 weeks. Who wants Anaheim 2? Dungey with the whole shot out front early. Stewart's there. Villapoto is there.
Roczen sets fifth.
That's Nick Way in second.
It's an outstanding start for Nick Way. Roczen in the hunt. There's Brayton chasing Hill. Stewart gets around Way. Is anybody going to be able to catch Dungey? Remember how aggressive he was in his heat race tonight.
Reed's up there also. Brayton is the one rider that did not get that start to put him up in the lead pack.
Roczen looking for a way around Way. Villapoto has cleared Nick Way. He's trying to catch on to the backside of Stewart. There goes Reed on the 22 as Roczen gets around Nick Way. Brayton still trapped behind the 75 of Hill.
Oh, look at this.
Roczen
Our two
really,
main event winners.
Look at Roczen. I mean, he really caught up to Villapoto pretty quick here.
Oh, he's
all over him.
Just so much intensity, just scrubbing the jumps even harder than Villapoto.
The young German rider on the Red Bull KTM number 94, orange and yellow riding gear, holding down the 4th position right now.
Wow,
Ricky showing the champ a wheel.
I mean, look at he didn't do that one section.
Remember that Villapoto's a 3-time and reigning champion. Roczen, a rookie in the big bikes.
Wow, this is such an incredible race right now as these riders try to settle in. Look at that. They've reeled in James Stewart. Dungey starting to get a few bike links over Stewart. You're looking at 4 of the best riders
in the world,
if not the 4 best right now. Out front leading, and you got Chad Reed once again with not a great start, but a good start. Puts himself in the top 5. He may have something to say about this win before this 20 laps is over also. Stewart felt he should have won the first stop here at Anaheim. He's trying to make up for it tonight. Here's Roczen! Oh, and he just pushes Villapoto out of the way.
Roczen goes right after him, takes over 3rd. Now Villapoto, can he answer? And Reed, the Australian, trying to get into the fight.
Now remember, Villapoto allowed Ken Roczen to start training with him this year and with their trainer Alden Baker. They share the same trainer, practice on the same track during the week.
Meanwhile, while all this is going on, Dungey continues to lead as we're approaching the end of the first 4th of this race.
Oh, look at that. Roczen over that first triple jumps so far to the left that he's almost off the side of the track.
Here's Villapoto. He charged up the inside of Roczen. Couldn't get it done in that corner. Hasn't finished it yet as Roczen answers the bell each and every time. Reed in the black riding gear with the white pants. Here he comes on his number 22 Kawasaki.
Whoa, Villapoto starting to show some aggressiveness there. Starting to show the wheel to Roczen. Get Roczen thinking about something other than racing forward.
Meanwhile, Dungey 1.5 seconds in front of Stewart. These two fighting over 3rd, about another 1.5 seconds behind him.
And Ricky, wouldn't you agree that the track right now, there's very little traction out there, and these riders are trying to get aggressive, but yet the tires are just not gripping the race surface like they need to.
Yeah, that's
for this type of riding.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Jeff. That's the problem. I mean, these guys are, like you said, searching everywhere, and just there's no grip, so there's only one good fast line.
In talking to Alden Baker, the trainer for both Roczen and Villapoto, he told me Villapoto not as good on slippery surfaces. He's a type of rider that likes to whack that throttle open and steer the bike with the rear tire. You can't do that on a slick surface.
Now you gotta have a little patience here. This is one of those tracks where slower ends up being a little faster.
Does that favor Dungey?
Well, yeah, it favors Dungey, but the problem is his teammate Ken Roczen just turned the fastest lap at a 52 flat. Everybody else was a tenth or two slower.
The difference is Dungey has an open racetrack. Roczen has Villapoto breathing down his tailpipe.
Well, Roczen is sandwiched between two of the greatest Supercross riders ever, and he's a rookie.
Not riding like one, that's for sure. This very likable young German has really made a mark with the fans. They like this kid. Flashy with his racing style, friendly with his interviews, and always a bright smile.
I'll tell you what, I feel like Villapoto has started to get it together mentally, and what he didn't have earlier.
Let's take a look at the Toyota replay, Jeff. Here's Villapoto in action.
Yeah, Villapoto earlier in this main event. See, timing gets a little off, and that front wheel drops, Ricky.
Yeah,
That's a no-no. Oh,
yeah,
then the bike goes a little sideways.
Yeah, they're getting a little slippery there. You can see not much grip on those whoops. Tires are gripping as much as they can.
But now he's got it together. Oh,
Dungey down. Dungey crashes out of the lead. The Red Bull KTM rider led the first 6.5 laps of this race and finds himself on the ground.
that's the same place Dungey went down earlier today in qualifying practice.
Now he's back on the bike and he's running in 6th right behind Brayton, who's chasing after Reed. Put James Stewart into the lead in Anaheim.
Well, let's take a look at what happens. Like I mentioned, gets a little skatey. Oh, gets top of the screen.
Starts to skate, loses its balance, and just tips over. You can see those little rocks there.
Yeah, watch right here. It goes.
Kick sideways.
Oh, we missed it. Oh, he gets off the side of the bike.
I talked to Ryan's dad earlier today at Track Walk. He said the biggest problem for the KTM team, the whoop section. It bit him tonight.
Yep. Same place, too, like in practice qualifying.
He said that's exactly where Ryan is struggling, and it hit him tonight big time. Stewart, meanwhile, he floats through the whoops. He's got 1.3 seconds on Roczen and about another second on Villapoto. And then Reed is after him. The Australian trying to stay in the fight here. He's in the top 5 in points. There is Chad.
Look at, I like what I'm seeing from Chad Reed tonight. Great rebound from last weekend in Phoenix.
Dungey just turned the fastest lap. Reed second, Villapoto third. Fastest. So Dungey back on the attack also.
He needs the points. This championship is a long struggle. It's 17 rounds in 18 weeks. We'll crown the champ in Vegas that first Saturday in May, but you've got to survive it. Physically and mentally, it'll beat you down.
Well, how about Justin Brayton here on that retro Yamaha, black and yellow. Not a great start, but slow and steady, moving his way forward.
Villapoto turning up the heat once again on Roczen.
And they're catching James Stewart.
This is going to be a great fight here at the halfway point. Two men who have won already this year. One who feels like he let one slip by.
It's a chess match at this point now, Ricky. They're facing each other, looking for, Villapoto to the inside.
Consider the move made. Checkmate to Roczen. Now he goes after Stewart.
Yeah, we're going to see what's going to happen here.
Roczen getting a little winded. Do you think he's getting tight or something right now, Ricky?
Yeah, I don't know if he's getting tight or what's happening. No, we're getting, like you said, we're just past halfway, one lap past halfway.
Apparently Villapoto didn't show everything in training on Roczen. Now can he catch Stewart?
He's got a few more years on Roczen as well. I think Roxon's doing pretty darn good right now.
Your journey starts here. 2014 450 rookies brought to you by Discount Tire. Roczen running third, Hahn in 13th. And we're waiting for the return of Eli Tomac, maybe next week or the week after. Hope he's healing up quick. Stewart up front. Boy, did he need a good night. He needed to make up points to get back in the fight.
Well, guys, you're taking a look, like we said, at two of the greatest ever. Stewart, 45 wins. Villapoto, 34. Okay, and the rookie is hanging with these riders. Stewart has been in this position before. Now he's got Villapoto as the rider that is attacking from behind, pressuring him. Less than 9 laps to go. When we get into lap traffic, what will the experience of winning 45 main events do for James Stewart
and
to
how
help
about,
him win
and how about
46?
Reed, Jeff? He sits there in 4th. If something happens, he can find himself on the podium again here in Anaheim.
3.2 seconds off. Chad Reed is right there.
Stewart's last win, February of 2013 in the Georgia Dome.
Wow. Chad Reed has reeled this group in. Chad Reed turned the fastest lap, last lap, with a 52.5, which was 0.2 of a second faster than anyone else in this lead group. I'm really amazed. Chad Reed is definitely answering some questions right now that him and that discount tire Kawasaki, they came to play this year.
One thing that has never been questioned with Reed has been his heart and determination. No question about that. There he is.
Yeah, you can see how hard and slick that track's getting. Throttle control is so important, trying to put that power to the ground, as much grip and as drive as you can.
7.5 laps to go. You got to start planning your attack and quickly getting yourself into position.
Well, that's right. And Stewart's riding really, really good. He's got tremendous throttle control, silky smooth.
The pressure's on, though. Villapoto, the Viper, he just attacks. And right now, he has found his groove. He's regrouped from, made a couple of attempts early. Just so steady, starting to apply the pressure. He's two-time champion, James Stewart.
He is definitely closed up. And Roxon is coming right with him.
Hanging right there, Chad Reed, 22, just off the top. Looks like Braden's only 5 seconds off the lead.
Boy, this has all the makings of an epic battle live here on Fox Sports 1. You're watching Monster Energy AMA Supercross, an FIM World Championship at its best. On the 40th anniversary of the championship, two of the best in the world getting ready to duke it out here in Southern California, the birthplace of the sport.
You guys, did you see Stewart put those tough blocks coming?
Oh, here he is! Villapoto comes right up after him. Stewart holds him off. But for how long? Contact, and down goes Villapoto. Roxon is passed. Reed is passed. Brayton comes alongside. Oh, Villapoto took a big shot at Stewart, and Stewart never faltered.
I'll show you guys what happened on the replay here. That was, Villapoto knew that he had him, just kept cutting to the inside. Now Stewart has fended off the attack of Ryan Villapoto. Does Ken Roxon, number 94, the rookie, have anything, or is it Chad Reed?
It could very well be Reed, because he's getting ready to come right after Roxon, and there's traffic in front of them. It's Michael Lessie. Here's Reed. No, Roxon stays the course. But for how long now? 6 laps to go. The physical strength it takes to fight like this, Ricky, you've done it.
I mean, it's just, you got to be in the right position. What's happening is you get Reed, Roxon battling it out, dicing back and forth. That allows James to kind of pull away, give him a little breathing room.
And James is trying to, he's trying to just, okay, let's slow the pace down.
Yeah.
Let's just, he's trying to keep it all in check, not get too excited. Watch Reed, he's tripling this. Yes, watch this.
Here comes Reed. Crowd loving it here in Anaheim.
Yeah, that's going to be the break that Stewart needed right there.
I don't know, guys. Chad Reed is on a mission here tonight. He has a point to prove. He doesn't have 41 wins for nothing. This guy's one of the best ever, and he's proving it once again when most people had written him off for this season.
He is inspired, and he has battled Stewart before. He knows what it takes to race him and beat him.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I want to see what's going to happen here. He's got to catch it. He's got to pull the gap in just a little bit. I think when he gets on his wheel, it'll be just what he needs. We're starting to run out of time. So he's got to put in some perfect laps.
On the 40th anniversary of this sport, when we've been celebrating so many great veterans of this sport, it's two of the biggest veterans in the current day putting on the show. And here comes Reed.
Yeah, he's on him now. He's on him now.
I'm telling you guys, I've seen Chad ride like this before. It's been a while. He has the eye of the tiger. We have not seen this since Dallas a couple of years ago in Cowboy Stadium.
And he's calm. He's relaxed. Did you see that?
He just needs to make the pass. If he makes a pass, it's on.
This crowd will lose their minds, and Chad Reed passes Stewart. The Aussie is #1, and Roxon comes up to challenge Stewart.
Unbelievable. Chad Reed was 6th across the finish line on the first lap. He has passed the best riders in the world to take control of this main event.
Wow, will Chad Reed really shake things up here tonight? If he can hold on for the win, 2.5 laps remaining. Reed has it won in guess how many starts? Matches the jersey, 22.
Oh,
Could be a magical night for Chad Reed.
2 laps to go. He's got to,
he gets close to Freezy. One of the elder statesmen of the sport. Hard to say that when you're in your very early 30s. But Chad Reed going for it here tonight.
He has ridden inspired. I spoke to Chad earlier when we were down for opening ceremonies. He just had a glow and an energy about him, but I did not expect to see this. This has been so impressive.
So good through the whoops right there. I mean, he's crushing his competition in the whoops right there.
Look, we saw it earlier. Dungey slipped that front wheel. It can happen. 1 to go. Here's Reed. One more lap.
And if Reed can pull this off, guys, he will match James Stewart and Jeremy McGrath with 8 wins here at Anaheim, the most all time.
One of the most determined, gritty riders in this sport, Chad Reed. A quick look over the shoulder. Where's the competition? The crowd on its feet, willing him to the win here tonight. Stewart about 2 seconds behind. It's been a glorious career for Chad Reed, and the crowd in Anaheim enjoying every moment of it. Stewart trying to make a run, charging through the woods. Reed sees him. A corner to go. Chad Reed wins it.
He wins it.
Oh, Villapoto and Dungey are down together.
Oh my gosh!
This will
Cannot
greatly
believe
impact
this.
the championship. Who can get up the hill? Villapoto does it. On the 40th anniversary of this spectacular sport, the athletes have delivered again. One of the toughest champions we've ever seen in this sport has stood atop the podium tonight to say his heart is as big as ever, and he will try to make a run for the championship in 2014.
Main event win number 42 for the Australian. 8 wins here at Anaheim, tying Stewart and McGrath.
A brand new motorcycle, but the determination is the same as ever. Reed wins a Supercross race.
Yo, 2-2, I'm coming in. Roger that, Shark. do this.
If you're in my way, we got to do battle.
I dish out just as much as you dish out. You know, this is fair.
Stewart inside, and Reed comes back, and down goes Stewart, and down goes Reed.
Two contenders.
Stewart cuts to the inside, who takes the lead. This crowd will lose their minds, and Chad Reed passes Stewart.
My rivalry with James, you know, like I think that on track, James and I, we respect each other, you know? Like I love the rivalry that we've had. I think that it's fueled the fire for many, many years.
Reed back to the inside, on contact.
Our rivalry, I think it was just more of things happening.
Here comes Stewart to the inside, he's gonna make that move.
And then the fans got into it, and then, you know, it was just like, all right, well, I guess they'll have to keep it going, so.
Well, you know, Stewart, Reed, Villapoto, Wyndham, and the rest are all thinking the same thing about this main event right here. Oh, and it's James Stewart who makes the first statement as he gets the whole shot.
Here we are. We find ourselves 1 and 2, battling for the lead.
Jeff, he's not having any problems. To the inside. Here comes Reed off the inside, and we've got a change for the lead. Will Stewart's bike survive through the whoops the way he wants it to? And Stewart Reed takes the lead.
I missed the shift that Anaheim won.
And Reed's old mechanic cheers on his rival now.
Just incredible. Oh, he's down.
They're both down. They got together. They're both down. And Stewart is down hard.
I was fully committed going into the whoops, and at that point couldn't back out of it. Drived him pretty hard into the ground, myself into the ground. I was lucky enough that, you know, just I think it was bent or broke a disc, so I had no front brake for the rest of the race, and I got third. But he, you know, hit the ground pretty hard. I think he hit his head a little bit and then couldn't start the bike.
Aaron Bates came up to me. I remember my feeling cool. I was like, what happened? I crashed.
Did you have a slight delay?
Yeah, you know, it's not anybody's fault. Just had a bad mistake. Stupid on my part.
Racing, guys. This is the battle of a lifetime here at Anaheim 1.
2009 had all the recipe for disaster in it, and it only got worse as the year got on, I think.
Getting ready at the gate. There you saw James Stewart, and a couple of slots down in the gate is that man, the points leader, the number 1, the reigning champ of Chad Reed.
In 2009 Jacksonville, I don't remember exactly what happened in practice.
They got together, and this is the first time that we've seen them. They exchanged some words right there. There was some attitude, a little confrontation that we haven't seen. And I'm telling you, I liked it.
You know, it was just boiling over.
I knew I was faster than he was that night, and you know, I had some pretty good line set. And I knew if I passed him, he's smart enough to see him, so you know, I was just going to stay behind him.
Stewart really charged hard through the whoops. Oh boy, look at how tight that was right there. Here he comes from the outside again, gets a great drive out of there. But Reed holds on just in front of Stewart. There it is. Here comes Stewart alongside. Still can't get to where he needs to be to complete the pass.
And so I ended up passing him a little after halfway, and you know, he came in after the triple and then gave me a little bump.
He comes charging around the outside. Reed crosses him up. And Stewart takes the lead away. But Reed comes right back. They come together.
And then we jumped the triple. The way I jumped the triple, I was going outside, and I was like, dude, he's going to take me out if I go outside. So I jumped to the inside. And I don't think he was expecting me, and he clipped my back wheel, almost went down.
Oh! Side by side, big plunge!
I can't believe it!
Oh! Reed and Stewart going at it, and Reed goes back to the lead!
He wanted to win, I wanted to win. Just so many things fueling the fire. And at some point, sometime, it's going to bubble over.
Stewart can do it again, the same spot. He gets the drive.
He stands him up again!
So I ended up winning the race, and he comes up to me, and you know, I'm all good. Like, you know, we take it out on track, like, you know, whatever. You know, you want to yell at me, but he put his hands on me, and like I did everything possible not to touch him.
After the race, I remember going up behind him and, you know, kind of putting my arm around him, almost grabbing him on the back of the neck. Nothing too crazy. I remember, like, I was just basically talking about cross jumping, you know, like, don't cross jump me, you know, like, we can take each other out when we're on the ground. You can T-bone me, do this, do that, I'm good, you know, like, I dish out just as much as you dish out, you know, this is fair, but cross jumping in the air is not cool, and that was what I was mad about that night.
We ended up getting face to face on the podium. You know, it was just more, he was looking at me, but he was looking through me. And I remember, like, I'm gonna stare this guy in his eyes. Like, I'm gonna stare, and just in case he flinched, I'm gonna have to knock him out or something.
I was mad after the race. I remember it very clearly. Put fuel on the fire. I didn't win. I remember being, you know, nose to nose, face to face, or whatever you want to call it, with him on the podium, and of course the media like that stuff. So you know, I still see those pictures around. So it's funny. You know, we're two individuals that are unique, and we have passion, and we want to win. Two guys with that same thought process, something's gonna happen. 2011, we're in Atlanta, going for the win. Gotta try.
As we get set to go with this main event, and of course James Stewart has got to be a favorite.
The funny thing was, I actually thought we was cool because at that time, you know, I was on his old team, but Larry wasn't working for it back then, and we're sitting on the gate, and he's like, hey, yeah, like we're best friends. I'm like, oh, this ain't so bad. I gave him a Starbucks card or something like that.
Oh, Stewart gets rocketing out of the gate.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to get the hole shot as he cuts it back to the inside.
Chad Reed
That's
is
our
second.
nuclear Cowboys hole shot, and Reed is right there with him.
Typical James and I racing, you know, back and forth. The intensity was high.
He has races. Look at this.
Oh, Reed tries to get inside and almost takes it away. Oh, and Stewart There's the mistake. Stewart with a little bit of a bobble, and the door is open, and the Australian plows through. Now here's Reed, and Stewart just couldn't get it done.
A race that I look at as a one that, you know, kind of got away from you.
Stewart here. Stewart! Oh, there's contact! Stewart sends it right into his teammate.
It's not over.
Now, what does Reed do? How does Reed counter back?
And dude, this guy cleaned my clock in the race.
And now Reed has to mount an attack. There it is! Oh, they're both down! They're both down! Where's Villapoto? Where's Villapoto? There he goes! Ryan Villapoto is mine! Dungey's right there! Where's Reed and Stewart? How are they going to battle back?
We had about a half a lap to go. I think we passed each other about 2 or 3 more times.
Here goes Reed! Stewart! Here they come! Working their way to the checkered flag!
Dungey gets by for second.
Reed gets past Stewart! Dungey gets second! Wow!
At first, like, I remember when he took me out, I was like, oh damn, man, like, I must have left that door open. So I wasn't even that pissed, and I'm riding back, and my dad's like, he's pissed because, you know, he's like, why'd you go outside? And I'm like, not even listening to him. So I'm looking up on the screen in the big jumbotron in Atlanta, and they had a replay at it going on, and I saw him come in. I actually closed the inside, and I saw him come in, and I lost it after that. You know, I lost it, and I just went back to the pits. I think I busted up a few things in my motorhome, which was dumb enough because I had to pay for it still. But yeah, that was the last time I was like, I'll never trust that guy. So that was it.
If I had the same opportunity tomorrow night, I'd do the same thing. It wouldn't matter if it was a 1, a 3, or a 7. You know, like, you got to try to win, especially if you feel you have a shot at it, and I felt that I had a great shot at it.
Ripping my heart was so easy, so easy. Launch your assault now, take it easy. Raise your weapon, raise your weapon. One word, and it's over. Ripping through like a missile, ripping through my heart. Fuck me up, this love. Raise your weapon, raise your weapon, and it's over. Dropping your bombs now on all we built. How does it feel now to watch it burn, burn, burn? Raise your weapon, raise your weapon, raise your weapon, raise your weapon.
Tortelli almost takes out Carmichael in the whoops.
Tortelli gets back into the traffic. Now he got passed by Michael Byrne. He got off track, and that has got Chad Reed closing in. And watch him scrubbing that speed as he comes through. I think Ricky now has gotten the message. Chad is closing in and closing in fast. The white flag is out. It's the final lap of the 250 main. Quite possibly the closest race. Look at this. Chad Reed only 10 feet down.
Oh, and Ricky Carmichael keeps the momentum in the whoop. But now remember, these next two riders ahead of him are 3rd and 4th place. You gotta be kidding me. They're not gonna be letting someone go by that easily. They're trying to work around the
Chad Reed puts it in tight. Reed gets in tight, shows him a wheel, and Reed gets the lead. So Ricky's got half a lap to get around the lap riders and Chad Reed, and it's Chad Reed who goes to the front. What an amazing turn of events. David Billiman now slows him down.
Takes him high, his own teammate takes him high. Billiman's like, I'm in 4th place, I'm getting lapped.
Chad Reed brings it down to the woods. Ricky's got a great drive.
Oh, and Carmichael's down.
Carmichael throws it down, pushing too hard. Chad Reed brings it around. The checker flag in the wind. Chad Reed, your winner in San Diego. And what does that do for the title?
Chad is in position to win the race. And now Chad has already reeled him in. It's amazing to think of what happened to Chad off that start. And he got shuffled clear back. He was in about 6th or 7th. And here we are at lap 2, and he's right on his rear fender.
Chad Reed, number 22 on the Yamaha YZ250 out of Curry, New South Wales. And here he comes. He's been faster all day through the whoop section. Chad Reed on a 3-race winning streak. Before that, it was Carmichael on a 4-race winning streak. And here's what America's hoped for all year long. The battle between 1 and 2 for 20 laps. We are going 20 laps in Texas Stadium. Can Chad Reed pass him? Can Ricky Carmichael hold him off?
Ricky, no. Every time Ricky goes into a corner, he's going in on the inside. That slows his exit speed a little bit. See if Chad can get a run.
Right behind him, every move he makes. Chad is right there, and here he comes again.
Now here's where Chad's got to be careful not to give Ricky anything extra. There he goes.
Here it is. Chad Reed on the inside and takes over the lead. Chad Reed, number 22, moves into 1st place. Chad Reed, Australian for winning right now, and he's doing it in Texas. But the crowd is on their feet. The flash bulbs are going off, and this is an epic battle.
Well, I don't think Carmichael likes to lose.
Here it is. Ricky thought about the block pass there. He just didn't have the position.
There he goes. Look at these guys trying to be careful, not ruin a good race. Ricky doesn't want to irritate Chad and give Chad any reason to mess him up for the championship.
Oh my goodness. And here comes Carmichael right back.
This is total respect right now. They're going, all right, you know what? I could have parked that guy, but I don't want to. It's starting to heat up again now. These guys are,
and Chad Reed's getting a little impatient. Here it comes. The fans are on their feet. Chad Reed a little more power as he goes through there, a little cleaner. Ricky comes right back as they make their way to the triple. And what a show. Look at this. Ricky looking faster through the whoops. And give credit to the folks here at Texas Stadium. They are witnessing a great race, and they're respecting it. They're cheering both these guys on.
Nobody is sitting. You and I are the only ones sitting in this whole building.
Look at this. Ricky Carmichael pops in front. Chad Reed tries to block past him and shuts it down.
Wow, beautiful little last-minute correction by Chad.
And now they have to start dealing with a lot of lap riders. For Chad Reed, it's all blue, so they're going to certainly give way, and they will for Ricky as well. But Ricky's having problems.
So did Chad.
So Chad, both of them having their problems. Chad gets a more beneficial slot as he moves back in. The white flag is out. This is the final lap. Carmichael's got to hope that Reed makes a mistake, and Ricky's got to be right there to pounce. Your winner in the 250 main from Dallas, number 22, the Thunder from Down Under. We had in Phoenix, and Heath Boss, and we are off, folks. It's a good one. Get yourself some clam chowder and Red Bull if you can, because Chad Reed's out and running fast. Right now it is Chad Reed on top as we go through lap number 4. Carmichael sits in second. This is the whole great white shark piggy.
You know, I recently read an interview with Ricky Carmichael. Ricky said, you know, he definitely thinks it's sometimes easier to follow, but he'd rather be out front. Right now, he's in second behind Reed. He's learning his lines, and he's wanting to attack fast.
Oh my, he is shadowing Chad Reed. Remember, number 22 is the defending 250 champion from last year.
Looking to break this.
Oh! Ricky that time had a great run on the inside as we go on board with Carmichael. Just gave him just a little look.
They're taking some different lines right now. Chad's kind of chopping the corners where Ricky's trying to flow. And right now, Reed goes wide, opens the door. I don't know what that was all about. He had to know that Ricky was going to dodge the inside of him right there.
Well, Denny, the last lap, the roles were reversed. Chad took the inside line and Ricky went wide. So I'm wondering if Chad's thinking maybe that's the faster line. I'll try that one.
But then here comes Reed up the inside. Gives Reed a love bump. Yeah, that was an odd. I would have never expected Reed to go wide like that and just open the door that big. I don't know if he just going to say, go ahead, I'm going to watch you for a bit, but you cannot let number 4 get by like that.
Your winner, 250 main event, Ricky Carmichael.
Some of that included his grandfather and his aunt. Here comes Chad Reed.
Chad Reed just getting on the inside, coming backwards on the start. That is a great turn for a block pass.
Take a look at this.
Yeah, he comes out of the finish line area, just tried to scrub that triple. Oh, wait, it was the triple jump, and he jumped off the side of the track, goes around the backside of the berm even.
So there's Carmichael trying to reel in Reed. You saw Reed go by.
Last lap, Carmichael was at a 45.1 and Reed was at a 45.7, so that's about half a second faster. And I think right there on that section,
he told me earlier today that he feels extremely comfortable. And Jeff, as you know, comfort is the key to riders being ready to win. Yes, the bikes have to be fast, you have to be in shape, but comfort is such a key to this game.
Well, it just adds to your confidence and lets you, allows you to take those chances on the track that sometimes are necessary to win the event.
Here he comes through the whoops.
Chad Reed's a smart rider. These guys have a lot of respect for each other. They're going to race each other clean.
White flag is out, 1 to go. And last week, Chad Reed became the first Yamaha rider to win an AMA Supercross race in 5 consecutive seasons. Looking to get his 3rd main event win of the 2007 season here tonight in Atlanta if he can pull it off. Going for a heat race win, and here comes Carmichael. Carmichael closes in on him.
Right here, he triples to the inside.
Oh, right there, but he banged into the tuck block, and that cost him a little bit.
Cost him a little bit, but he's not giving up. He's still got 2 more 180s.
He lost it. Ricky Carmichael lost the control of the bike, loses ground to Reed, and he's going to have to give up the heat race win to Chad Reed.
And that is an awesome ride by Chad Reed there.
And Reed continues to build on the momentum he gained with the main event win a week ago.
250 main event from Atlanta off and running. Fonseca gets a great ride, but Chad Reed out in front. Can he hold the line? Carmichael just to his left. It's Chad Reed who picks up the Butterfinger Chris Polshot Award. Carmichael's got a great drive as they both hit the triple. Oh my.
Carmichael had the inside line, played a little safe. Look at Chad going in to protect. Ricky Carmichael, Chad Reed out front. This is the battle we were waiting for.
Number 22 on board the Yamaha. Behind him, number 4, Ricky Carmichael, the current points leader, sits in 2nd, and Kevin Whittam, number 14 on board the Honda, currently sitting in 3rd, but all eyes are out in front. Chad Reed has the lead as he comes through, and watch Ricky Carmichael this time. I watched him at practice, Cameron, down in this next corner, and he was really protecting the inside. Maybe he learned his lesson from last week in San Diego. Look how hot he comes into it that time.
And Ricky electing to jump into the whoops where Chad went in, skimming. Interesting, because I watched Ricky practice, and when he was skimming, he was coming out of his line just a little bit. So maybe he's electing a different area. Oh, look into the
Showing
inside.
on the wheel. Chad Reed takes a look over quickly, sees exactly where Ricky is, and he knows he's going to be there all night long.
And the track has gotten beaten up. Look at Ricky going to the inside once again. Seems to favor that, but they're both getting this triple here. I think Chad's carrying more speed going through that section.
I think you're right. Now here's the whoop section. Chad has been cleaner, blitzing it. Ricky's been skimming him. That time pretty much equal, and Chad comes out in front again. It looks like they've got the bikes dialed in, and that time Ricky gets a better drive out of the corner, showing Chad a line. He gets to the inside. Ricky shoves him to the outside. Reed gets pushed out, and Carmichael takes over the lead.
Brilliant riding by Ricky Carmichael. Not only does he get the inside, but then he starts to press out on Chad and takes him wide so Chad can't get in that line. Oh, Ricky almost washing the front end.
On that corner, Ricky just dumped it out. He washed out the front tire, and Chad Reed flew right past him, as did Kevin Whittam. Watch Ricky as he goes up high. The watch the front just washes out.
Just starts to turn, and wedges.
Chad Reed is your leader. Ricky Carmichael now having his own private battle with number 14, Kevin Windham, and I guarantee Windham's not going to be easy to pass. Look at that. Oh, shoulder to shoulder, and Carmichael takes the lead. Wills himself past Kevin Windham, and I don't think that's going to sit too well with number 14. Chad Reed has got the pressure camera. I think he came around last time. The pit boards basically said he's coming.
See what Ricky elects to jump in, and he's able to carry the speed.
There you see the intervals. He has trimmed 2 seconds in 4 laps. Now the lap situation is Tim Ferry and Tyler Evans just ahead of him. Unfortunately, they're just ahead of Chad Reed, so it's going to slow him down. Plays to the advantage of Carmichael. Do they move over quickly and let these guys resume the battle? Tyler Evans does just that. But look at Carmichael. He is all over the back of Chad Reed.
Doesn't want to give Ricky any chance to dive underneath.
Well, you talked about how demoralizing this would be for Chad if he loses this race to Ricky. Ricky setting him up one more time. Carmichael dives down, has the line momentarily, but Chad comes right back. Oh my, the crowd is on their feet. Over 60,000 strong. Carmichael gets a little squirrely there, but he saves it.
And Ricky is pushing hard, but it looks like he has the speed. Oh,
He wanted to put the wheel in right there, had to grab the rear brake, his back end slid around, so he drops back another 15 feet, and he's moved back up again.
And you see Chad sliding just a little bit coming out of that corner. I think that at this point, Ricky Carmichael's ready to make a real dive. This is where he made the pass earlier, and look at him going to the inside and just take
Does it again! Carmichael steals the line, unable to keep the momentum up, but he gets the pass. Chad Reed, does he have anything left for Ricky Carmichael? You've got the defending champ and the all-time winningest AMA rider doing battle in Atlanta. Who will it be, Carmichael or Reed? Your winner, Atlanta, Georgia, Ricky Carmichael, your champion. The 250 class is off. Ricky Carmichael on the inside gets pushed to the inside. He will not pick up a hole shot, and we have a new rider out in front, and that is an amazing ride for Danny Smith.
Danny Smith, but Chad Reed came down along the inside. Smith got the hole shot, and now Carmichael is second. This is what we've been waiting for, a nighttime supercross. Reed and Carmichael starting 1 and 2. This is what we've been waiting for.
Oh, let the microwave dinner burn, folks. We've been waiting all year for this. Chad Reed in front, Ricky Carmichael in second. The battle is on. Chad Reed and Ricky. And a lot of people didn't give Ricky credit. He is the 2-time defending champion. And for reasons like that, Carmichael just triples out. So long, Chad Reed, he overtakes him, and Reed now making a run on the whoop section.
So now, this is where Ricky's had problems all night through the whoops. Reed coming off on the inside, and Reed makes the pass. Holy smokes.
Squares it off. Ricky knew he had the position, so he just backed off just a little bit. Carmichael now planning his next spot. And folks, I'll tell you what, we have been waiting all year for this battle to materialize, and it looks like tonight we've got it.
And now Ricky goes by on the inside, passes Reed in the same spot that he passed him earlier, and that time Chad didn't really mess up, so Carmichael repays the favor, and now we're back to the whoops. That time Ricky gets through quick.
Well, he set himself up perfectly. I think Ricky knew he wanted to have that inside line.
Just setting a fierce pace. They have completely pulled away from the rest of the field, and now comes Reed on the inside, swings to the outside, and you saw Ricky kind of stunt, or just fade just a little bit there, and there goes Reed again.
So we've had 4 passes so far, folks, and we are only halfway through this. Oh my goodness, Chad Reed out in front. Ricky Carmichael, the 2-time defending champion and points leader, in second. He cannot shake him. Carmichael, though, showing some patience right here, looking for a new line.
The last time Carmichael did that a little differently, doubled through, and that time he got back up on top of him.
Oh, Carmichael comes up way short on that.
And he's kept that bike running somehow. Carmichael kept that bike running. Todd, he got out there on the tough box. He probably got cross-rutted. We will have to take another look at that. Unbelievable.
Your winner in the 250, made from St. Louis, the Thunder from Down Under, Chad Reed on board the Yamaha. He picks up the victory. Carmichael comes through. I can't even imagine what's going through his mind right now.
Just riding the edge of the lines and scrubbing jumps. You can just see him pushing harder than he has been at other times this year.
So Chad Reed on the 22 Yamaha, Carmichael on the number 4 Suzuki. And they are very close together here. Moto number 2. Carmichael looking around the outside. This is a chance for him to do it.
Bigger drive up the hill would get it done, but no, there's not enough time to get to the next right-hander. Reed's still there. Boy, they throw a lot of dirt at those big four strokes.
Now, Ricky's got to get sick of eating that. I mean, like I said, it hurts and it ruins your goggles and it makes a mess of your face and your gear, and just it's miserable. So when you're all over a guy like that, you want to get by him. You need to either give yourself a little cushion so his roost isn't blasting you, like Dick Cheney on a hunting trip, or get by him. You know, do something quick.
He's up behind him right now, but the turn is just too slow. Now it's an uphill drag race, a little bit of air, another scrub. Boy, these guys are putting on a show. I'm going to have to admit I didn't think it would last this long.
Oh, you got to hand it to Reedy. He's riding awesome. A lot of people just assumed this would be a snoozer with James gone, but Chad's stepped up, and he's going to give Ricky a run for it today.
Carmichael still looking for a way around that blue bike. In the air, he makes up some ground. It's going to be a right-hander coming up next. Reed's blocking that. This is an off-camber turn here. Up the hill again, another drag race against gravity.
It's so hard to stay focused when you keep seeing a front wheel pop in, inside here, outside there. It makes you want to start cutting your lines, shortening them up a little bit, blocking the inside. And when you do that, you lose momentum through the turn, you lose speed, and your lap time will drop. And then Ricky's all over you even more. So you just can't win when you got him all over you like this.
Carmichael still trying hard to stay out of the roost and make a pass. Those are two very difficult things to do at the same time. He's inside a block. Oh, that looked familiar.
Wow.
Bang! And Ricky Carmichael is your leader. It's going to be a nice big wheelie, and Ricky Carmichael will go no hands across the line. 1-1, take both motos in the overall.
I drove it in on the inside, and then we bumped. I was like, whoa, he looked back at me. I'm like, oh, man, I ticked him off.
The battle would rage on. RC and Reed passing leader Rusty Holland. But as they made their way to the beautiful conifers of the Pacific Northwest, Ricky Carmichael would make the pass, taking a bale cover with him. Once again, the checkered flag came out for number 4, Ricky Carmichael. Michael Byrd getting a great jump, and Carmichael's right there as well, and Chad Reed sandwiched in between them.
And Reed having to let up just a little bit to play it safe, but he's on the inside line here on Carmichael, but he isn't able to do that obstacle, and Carmichael gets a breath of fresh air.
Michael Byrd comes in, so it's the American out in front of 2 Aussies chasing him. Ricky Carmichael picks up the Butterfinger Chris Bullshot Award, and this is watch out time for the rest of the field. Do not let RC get away. We talked about it before. He's got a master's degree in domination, looking for the PhD.
Well, 19 now.
An all-star lineup as Ricky Carmichael leads them through the green flag lap. Chad Reed's in second. The battle doesn't get much better. I guess we can factor in James Bubba Stewart, and that would mix things up just a little bit more. James recovering from a break in his arm last week in Phoenix, had surgery. It would be great to have him here, but right now we want to wish him well healing. And here comes Chad. Oh, and Reed is down. Reed hits just flips the top of that, Cameron, as he was blitzing through that whoop section. He flips it, gets the bike started on one kick, but he loses a whole bunch of time to Ricky Carmichael.
Look at Reed. He flipped one of the whoops and then tried to jump up and over. Had to throw the motorcycle away. He gets away cleanly.
Your winner in Anaheim, 250 Main, Ricky Carmichael. With Chad Reed out in front, Ricky Carmichael is on a mission. First, passing David Villeman for 3rd. Rodriguez would have his problems, in effect giving Ricky Carmichael 2nd. So the battle is on, Ricky Carmichael and Chad Reed. This time, though, Chad was staying put.
Oh, wait a minute.
This is what we've been waiting for all year long. Chad Reed takes it and gives it. But Carmichael would get him in the whoop section.
Oh, did you see that? Carmichael just bouncing so far into the whoop.
Final lap in moto number 1, it was Ricky Carmichael pulling away. And once again, the checkered flag.
Thanks, boss.
Better on the front?
What?
Yeah. Good at both. I did a few times already.